think the biggest thing is, we know we have a lot of season left. We got to learn from our mistakes. We got to go in tomorrow, be better than we were this past week in preparation, and make sure that we as leaders lead and take a big step in leadership and make sure that we get every detail down.
Maybe on the last play, the touchdown play, the replays have shown that you have 10 on the field, and Coach Reed agreed with that. Were you aware of that you guys were playing a man short at that moment? I know it all happened fast, and was there any sense of trying to call the timeout in the moment?
No, not at the time.
Something?
Not at the time. I didn't know, and timeouts aren't up for us. For us, it's just the little details and the communication piece, and make sure that we got our personnel groups and packages correct. And that goes back to the little details off the field too. Like, we can't let them seek into all this stuff on the field, and so that's going to be a big emphasis this week.
In details, obviously, you guys watch as much film as anybody. That's twice this year, a Tennessee State game as well. 10 men on the field in the red zone. How inexplicable is that? How frustrating is that for a group that prepares the way you do?
Yeah, it's obviously frustrating, but it just goes back to those details and making sure that the communication piece, every single detail, from communication to signal to, once again, the stuff off the field, make sure that we're doing all that stuff perfectly.
With the run defense tonight, what worked throughout, and then, but also what was misfit or didn't happen on the big TV run?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about it as a whole. I got to go back and see it. Obviously, these plays start to mesh together. On the touchdown run, we just got to make sure we set vertical edges and make sure that they can't circle our defense, and that's something that we'll make sure we emphasize. And then at the end of the day, just make sure we get halves to the ball. And if we make sure every single dude's running to that ball, we'll go back and see on film, and there's a chance we get it down.
Marcus, when you talked, you wish you guys could have got more pressure on the board than you did. How much of an emphasis was that in the game plan tonight, opposed to just sort of containing him, and what did ISD do to sort of keep him somewhat clean?
Yeah, that's always going to be an emphasis, and we felt like we needed to keep him in the pocket and then bring that pressure, and we didn't get as much as we hoped, and so when we go back to the film, we just got to see why that is and then execute off of that.